Hi, I'm Christina Bergston with the Animal Law Firm, where we are fighting for the underdog in Colorado, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. We're no longer in Tennessee. Long story, I don't feel like talking about it. Today I just wanted to talk to you about how much the emotional support animal, service animal situation is taking a turn for the worse in this country. And how I also think it's a feminist issue because, so it's taking a turn for the worse because there's a lot of case law out there that says that the person requesting the accommodation has to prove that that the emotional support animal in particular, or the service animal, allows them essentially to use and enjoy their property, right? And I'm like, that is insane, because and I've seen people who have like psychiatric disabilities get denied because they didn't prove that the animal alleviates the symptoms of their psychiatric disability with respect to the use and enjoyment of their home. And I'm kind of like, to me that seems obvious, because the use and enjoyment of your home and like your psychiatric mental health, I feel like are so related. Like, you can't use and enjoy anything if your mental health is not like being mitigated or like treated or managed, right? I think that's what I'm looking for. So like if your symptoms are being managed, you can't really use and enjoy anything, let alone your home. But this is the verbiage that I'm seeing over and over again in cases, and these defense attorneys are really grasping onto this, and they're making it sound like unless you can prove that this animal has something to do with how you are physically able to interact with your property, that you cannot, your accommodation request in the housing sector isn't reasonable. And I'm like, that's an insane jump to make, right? So, couple points. If you have an emotional support animal or a service animal and you have a doctor's note about it, make sure first that your doctor says in there that I have diagnosed this person with a disability, or that the diagnoses that I have given to this person substantially limits one or more major life activities. So they have to use that language. If they don't use that language, then they're not saying that then they're not saying that you have a disability, and that will get used against you. So either the doctor has to outright say in the letter, I have diagnosed this person with a disability, or they have to say that I have diagnosed this person with a condition that substantially limits one or more major life activity. The second thing is you need to provide a description or accumulate evidence of how your support animal helps you use and enjoy your property. So if it's, sleeping, you have to describe how your animal supports your sleep. If it's feelings of safety, how does your animal support your feelings of safety? If it's so hard, because it's like if you have depression or anxiety, your animal's not necessarily going to help you use and enjoy your home because you have depression and anxiety, and those aren't necessarily like related specifically to the house. I don't really have good guidance on it, but whatever you can do to prove that your animal's presence in the home alleviates or manages one or more of your symptoms, then make sure you keep records of that, because if this ever goes to litigation, that's going to be something that defense counsel is going to jump all over. And I'll make a separate video about the feminist issue, because this one's already getting to be like 4 minutes long. But I mean, those would be my two major guidance on why and how to protect yourself if you are trying to get a reasonable accommodation request. It's the magic words is substantially limits one or more major life activity, and then the other thing is provide evidence of how you are getting how your animal helps alleviate symptoms of your disability as it relates to your ability to live in the house or the apartment or whatever it is. So that's it for today, underdogs. Sorry, I'm like in my car, but I'm not driving, and there's just like a lot of activity. Anyway, stay safe out there, underdogs. It's a crazy world. See you next time.